आगे बढ़ते हैं कि पिछले क्लास में आपको सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम के ऊपर आपको 3 पॉइंट लोड्स डाल के शेयर फोर्स बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम का नक्शा बताया था मैं. दैट इज फॉर ए सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम when 3 point loads are acting at different points, how to calculate the shear force and bending moment I have shown you, and I have presented the diagrams also. उसकी बुनियाद के ऊपर based on the diagrams we have decided where the shear force was maximum and where the bending moment was maximum. shear force क्या है, bending moment क्या है, ऑलरेडी मैं बता चुका हूं आप लोगों को. अब अगला सवाल यह है कि जब हम shear force की तलाश करते हैं, when we want to calculate the maximum shear force in a beam, all of you keep in mind, when it is a simply supported beam, you will get the maximum shear force either at the left support or at the right support. कहां पे आएगा maximum shear force? दोनों के दरमियान जनरली नहीं आएगा. You will get either at the right support or at the left support. I mean to say the maximum shear force is nothing but maximum of the two support reactions. In a simply supported beam, you calculate the support reactions first, RA and RB. Please check out that RA and RB. Suppose in a competitive exam आपसे सवाल पूछा गया कि मैक्सिमम shear फोर्स क्या है ये बीम के कंडीशंस पे, तो आप क्या करना पड़ेगा? व्हाट इज योर ड्यूटी? यू कैलकुलेट द रिएक्शन, सपोर्ट रिएक्शंस आर एंड आर बी. प्लीज कंपेयर द टू रिएक्शंस. आउट ऑफ द टू रिएक्शंस, whichever is the higher one, whichever is the greater shear force, greater reaction, that itself is the maximum shear force. डायग्राम डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. सपोज इफ इट इज आस्क्ड टू ड्रॉ SFD, SFD means shear force diagram, BMD means bending moment diagram, then you have to draw the diagram. Why far I am communicating in a shortcut way is, अक्सर सवालात ऐसे होते हैं कि बीम के ऊपर लोडिंग दी जाएगी, आपको डिप्लोमा लेवल में आपसे पूछा जाएगा कि ऐसी सूरत में, ऐसी हालत में मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स की रकम क्या है. मीन्स व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स अंडर दिस लोडिंग कंडीशंस ऑन द बीम. तो इमीडिएटली विद इन 1 minute you should be in a position to answer the question. How? Simply you calculate the support reactions. Whichever is the maximum reaction, that is the maximum shear force. और एक बात भी बता रहा हूं आपको. मान लीजिए if this is a simply supported beam in front of you, AB, let us say 2 point loads are acting. 20 kilonewtons is first load, 40 kilonewtons is second load. Let us say the point of application is CD, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. What is the total span here? 3 meters. Like this. अक्सर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में, इन द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स द क्वेश्चन विल बी लाइक दिस. व्हाट ही विल से, ये सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम ऑफ स्पैन 3 meters is acted upon by two concentrated loads, 20 kilonewton, 40 kilonewton, acting at 1 meter and 2 meters from the left support. Acting at 1 meter and 2 meters from the left support. आपको डायग्राम नहीं देगा, डायग्राम won't be given in the problem. You have to draw the diagram, beam diagram, like the beam of simply supported beam of span 3 meters. First load is 20 kilonewtons, where it is acting at 1 meter from the left support, and 40 kilonewtons at 2 meters from the left support. ड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते आप डायग्राम? बिल्कुल ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं आप. लेट अस से द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम shear force? Maximum shear force. Maximum shear force is equal to question mark. If the question is like this, within 1 minute you can answer the question. How? You need not draw the diagram. आप डायग्राम डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. सपोर्ट, मैं क्या बोला अभी आपको? सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम में या either RA or RB, out of these two, whichever is the maximum, that is the maximum shear force. Is it clear? Yes, sir. Now just by seeing the location of the loads, लोड्स की हालात को देख के, पोजीशन इनके एक्टिंग को, इनके पोजीशन पॉइंट ऑफ एक्टिंग को देख के बोल सकते हैं कि हायर लोड किधर है, ऑन विच साइड इज द हायर लोड, 40 किलोमीटर, इट इज टुवर्ड्स बी, इट इज नियरर टू बी. सो यू कैन से दैट RB is greater than RA. You need not waste the time. आप टाइम वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो सिंपली आप क्या करेंगे, सम ऑफ द मोमेंट्स अबाउट A इज इक्वल टू 0 बोल के ले लीजिए. तो RB से शुरू करिए, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम RB इंटू डस्टर दे, डस्टर. तो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू हियर, आवर क्वेश्चन इज मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स ना. So what is the maximum shear force? Either RB or RA. Which is the maximum here? RB is greater than RA. So to calculate RB, what you will do is use the equilibrium equation. Sum of the moments about A is equal to 0. So please start from the right side. Upward force, come moment, positive. RB into what is the perpendicular distance? 3 minus 40 into 2 minus 20 into 1 is equal to 0. Why? Because the moment due to RA about A is 0. So within single step you will get your answer as RB into 3 is equal to 80 plus 20, 100. Therefore RB is equal to 33.33 kilonewtons. Have you got the answer or not?
Yes, sir.
Maximum shear force is RB value. So various values will be given in the multiple choice. Your right answer is 33.33. Is it clear? But if the question is draw the variation of the shear force from left hand to the right hand, means shear force कैसी तब्दीली हो रही है लेफ्ट सपोर्ट से राइट सपोर्ट, डायग्राम की शक्ल में आपको डालना है, तो उसको हम shear force डायग्राम बोले. मुकम्मल तरीके से complete, for the complete span you have to draw the shear force. But at the same time, just I am giving you the idea. If the question is, many number of times such questions will be asked in your competitive exams. What is the maximum shear force under this condition, means immediately you have to decide which support reaction is having the maximum reaction. Based on that you calculate that support reaction. Simply that value itself is the maximum. Now you keep in mind, for this particular loading, maximum shear force I will prove that it is equal to 33.33. कहीं भी उससे ज्यादा नहीं दिखेगा आपको बीम में. ड्रॉ करके देखेंगे, अभी मैं बताऊंगा आपको. शॉर्टकट वे में अगर मैक्सिमम shear force करना है तो ऐसा करना है. अब हमारा कन्वेंशनल क्वेश्चन इज टू कंप्लीटली ड्रॉ द वेरिएशन ऑफ द shear force from left hand to the right hand and also the bending moment diagram from the left hand to the right hand. So let us start from the basics now. Already in the previous in my previous lecture, previous class, I have given you the example how to draw the shear force diagram. Just you concentrate here. So what I said, the first question is support reactions. You have to calculate the support reactions. What are the support reactions? RA and RB. So for this, the first equation is sum of the moments about A is equal to 0. For this, it is RB into total span is 3 minus clockwise 40 into perpendicular distance from D to A is 2 meters minus 20 into 1 plus RA into 0 na?
Yes, sir.
So that you need not write here. This implies RB into 3 is equal to 80 plus 20, that is equal to 100. This implies RB is equal to 33.33 kilonewtons. So at the first we got the value of RB, which is equal to 33.33 kilonewtons. And let us go for RA by using our second equilibrium equation, that is sigma x is equal to sigma y is equal to 0. We are not, anyhow we have three equations, sigma x is equal to 0, sigma y is equal to 0 and sigma m is equal to 0. But here sigma x is equal to 0 doesn't imply, we can't use that. The reason is sigma x का मतलब क्या है? Algebraic sum of horizontal forces. Are you seeing any horizontal force acting on the beam? No horizontal force. That's why you can't use sigma x is equal to 0. So you are left out with only one equation, that is sigma y is equal to 0 for the forces. And number 2, already we have used sigma m is equal to 0. Keep in mind, either you can take the moments about A is equal to 0 or you can take the moments about B is equal to 0. It is your choice. Anywhere you can take it. But you have to decide which moment is positive. If anti-clockwise is taken as positive, clockwise should be given as minus. You can't give the same sign for both the directions for the moments. Is it clear? Now, the second equilibrium equation is algebraic sum of vertical forces is equal to 0, sigma y in the vertical direction. In general, you all know, while taking on the graph sheet, whatever the values are taken in the values above the origin will be taken as positive, below the origin in the downward direction will be taken as negative. In the same fashion, you take whatever the upward forces are there, you take it as positive. How many upward are there? RA plus RB. Downward is 20 and 40. Minus 20 minus 40 is equal to 0. Am I right here? So this implies already we got the RB value as 33.33 minus 60 is equal to 0. This implies RA minus 26.67 is equal to 0. This implies, is it correct? I think 36. This is equal to RA is equal to 26.67 kilonewtons. Just before starting the problem, I told you, in a simply supported beam, maximum shear force is nothing but maximum of the two support reactions. Before this, we got the RB value as 33.33 and RA we got it as 26.67. Which is the higher value? RB was the highest, 33.33. That's why that itself is the maximum shear force. Is it clear? Yes. So now we got the support reactions. Let us replace this with support reactions. To draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram, draw the vertical dotted lines below the salient, below the points. Like how many points are there? A, C, D and E. What is the RB value? 33.33. RA is 26.67. Draw the reference line like what you take in the graph sheet. Horizontal line is is the baseline. Whatever the positive values are there, you take it above. Negative values, you take it below. So now the points are, this is A, C, D and B. Yes, let us start the shear force variations from left support to the right support. Suppose if I start drawing the shear force diagram from the right side, you can choose either from the right side or from the left side. If I start from the right side, in the previous lecture I have shown you how to draw the shear force from the left side. Yes. You can take from the right side also. So like I have given you, I told you one thumb rule which is called as Laprun rule. This is the thumb rule for drawing the shear force diagram. If you start from, अगर आप left side से start करें, if you start from left side, take the upward force as positive. Yes. So automatically if you get any downward force on the left side, you give it as negative. I need not write that. What I mean to say is, if you start from left side, whatever the upward forces, any forces if they are in upward direction, you take it as positive. If you get any downward forces, you take it as negative. No sir, I don't want to start from the left side. If I want to start from right side, you follow this run rule. Run means right side upward will be taken as negative. Suppose if you get any downward force on the right side, you give it as positive. If upward is negative, what is downward? Positive. If you start from left side, if upward is positive, what is downward? Negative. Either way you follow. Either you use LUP rule or you use run rule. Shall we start from the right side now? In the previous lecture I have started from the left side. If you want, I will start from the left side only. Shall we start from the right side here? So, if I start from the right side, first point is the B point. Shear force at B. Shear force, first point, it is right side upward, it is minus 33.33 kilonewtons. Already I told you, is there any load up to D? Is there any load between B and D? Between B and D I am telling.
No, sir.
No load is there. At D there is a load. After B, just before D, no load is there. So in between B and D, no point load is there. So shear force remains constant. Why? Because shear force is the algebraic sum of forces, now plus and minus. Is there any load here? No load. तो आप क्या लिखेंगे? Same just before D. Just before D. Negative value 33.33. Same just before D, not at D. It remains same, na? Same. But at D it changes because load is there. So, shear force at D is equal to, the previous value is minus 33.33. You have started your journey from right side. Upward you have taken positive. So, downward should be given as plus 40. It is 6.67 kilonewtons. So, immediately the shear force has changed from minus 33.33 to plus 6.67. So, how to draw the diagram? Immediately at D, you move in the above direction, above the reference line. This is 6.67. Above the reference line, now plus value. This remains the same just before C. Am I right? So, you continue this up to C. Now, there is a point load at C. Shear force at C, 6.67 plus 20. Now, tell me, is there any load between C and A? No. It remains constant. Already I told you in my previous lecture, whatever value you are going to get, that should be tallied with your RA. RA is already 26.67. It is balanced now, right? So, you can write this as same up to A. There is no extension of the beam beyond A. So, and this value is equal to your RA, right? So, क्या हो गया ग्राफ यहाँ से? 6.67. From 6.67 it has increased to 26.67. It remains constant up to A. So, what is the value at A? 26.67. Now, from the shear force diagram, please tell me, from this total shear force diagram, where you are finding the maximum shear force? At support B. That is nothing but RB, na? In the beginning itself, I told you the maximum shear force will be either of the support reactions. RB is the maximum shear force. Just you go through this diagram. From the diagram, it is clear that this is your maximum shear force. Is there any other value greater than that? कोई और value है क्या इससे बढ़ के? नहीं. So simply by putting a star here, already this is an SFD. You can write here maximum shear force is equal to 33.33 kilonewtons. Where? At a point B. Right? कहाँ पे आया है? At point B we got the maximum shear force. Is it clear how the shear force diagram is to be drawn? Now, let us study how the bending moment varies from left support to the right support. Bending moment diagram. You all know bending moment at support A, simple support, na? It is 0. At A, it is 0. No moment, na? Why? Because there is theta here. No development of any moment here. So that's why already you know at the simple support the moment is 0. Next, point C. Bending moment at the point C. Simply upward force, take it as positive, 26.67 into 1 na? Into 1. This is equal to 26.67 kilonewton meter. Next point, bending moment at point D. Start from the beginning. 26.67 into 2 minus 20 into 1. 26.67 into 2 minus 20 into 1. Cancel. How much is this? 53 point? 26.67 into 2. 14. 53.34 minus 20. 33.34 kilonewton meter. And what is at support B? Once again, it is simple support, na? 0. No moment at the simple support. So, if I draw the diagram, taking the reference line as this is A point, this is C point, this is D point, and this is B point. At A it is 0, at B it is 26.67, and here it is 33.33, 33.3, here it is 0 na? And already I told you the variation of the bending moment diagram for a point load is load into distance. क्या लिखेंगे आप जनरल इक्वेशन? Bending moment is equal to क्या लिखेंगे आप? अगर if you want to calculate the bending moment at this point, if you take the general equation, like this is support reaction A, RA. If you take the section here at distance x, what is the bending moment at xx? Mxx is nothing but RA into x, na? Which is the variable here? Span is the variable. Length of the beam is the variable. X is the variable. As the x changes, your bending moment also changes. So what is the power for the x here? 1. So that's why the variation of the bending moment diagram. यानी किन चीजों से इसको ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा पॉइंट्स को? क्या कर्व से ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा या स्ट्रेट लाइन से ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा? स्ट्रेट लाइन. Why? Because the general equation is a linear equation, right? So simply draw a straight line here, straight line, straight line. Remember, in the simply supported beam, due to the loads, you will get the sagging moment. The beam sags. This is called as sagging moment, which is positive. Sagging moment क्या होता है? Positive होता है. Hogging is negative. So total moment is positive. And if the question is, what is the maximum bending moment for which the beam is subjected to, means you should say it is 33.3 kilonewton meter. No doubt shear force भी आपको 33.33 kilonewton आया है. सही कोइंसाइड हो गया उसको. ये स्पैन 1, ये लेंथ 1 होने की बात थी. But out of the total diagram, what is your answer? If anybody asks what is the maximum bending moment means, just you see the figure. Out of all the values, maximum is 33.3, and where it is occurring, where it is developing? At the point D. This is the maximum bending moment. And this is the variation of the bending moment from left support to right support or right support to left support. Is it clear? So out of this is the maximum bending moment. I can say M max is equal to 33.3 kilonewton meter, right? If I talk about UDL, simply supported beam of span L, UDL uniformly distributed load can be represented like this or in the form of a coil. You can represent like this or in the form of a rectangle with all small arrow marks acting downwards. All the three are same. Representation of the UDL can be done like this. Different authors will present in with the different diagrams, and all the loads intensity we will be generally given as W per meter. You all know this type of load is called as uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load. In a shortcut way, you will be calling it as UDL. In a shortcut way, in a shortcut way, we will be representing the uniformly distributed load as UDL. U का मतलब है uniformly, D का मतलब है distributed, L का मतलब है load. Now all of you listen carefully. What is the meaning of this W per meter? The meaning of this W per meter is for a length of 1 meter, the equivalent load acting on that portion is W kilonewtons, small w kilonewtons. That is the meaning. The resultant force acting, or the total load, net load acting for a length of 1 meter is W kilonewtons. That is the meaning. So how practically we can show it on the figure? Like if this is L lambda, L means it can be 10 meters, it can be 20 meters, it can be 5 meters, whatever the length is. But the meaning here is, if I take this L as 5 meters, if I take this L as 5 meters, you divide this into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portions. 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. Like this same for the below also. So for this 1 meter, the equivalent load acting in the downward direction is W kilonewtons, and you all know where it will be acting. It will be acting at 1/2. Center पे अमल करेगा ना load. The load, this load will act at its center. It will act at its center. Where is the center? For 1 meter, 0.5. In a similar fashion, for the remaining lengths, this is another 1 meter. Here one W. Here another W. Yes, please. Let us replace this as 3 kilonewton per meter. क्या करेंगे इसको? W को हटा के क्या करेंगे? Let us remove that W and let us take it as 3 kilonewton per meter. What is the meaning of that? For 1 meter, the load is 3 kilonewtons. So you replace this as 3. Next 1 meter it is 3 kilonewtons, and the last 1 meter it is 3 kilonewtons. Am I right here? Yes, sir. That is the meaning of W per meter. W per meter means for every 1 meter length. Like here you are seeing one beam. That's this beam. On this beam, slab is resting. So the type of slab, the thickness of the slab is uniform. right? So for example, if I take the dead load of that, it is constant everywhere, na, the thickness of the slab. So what type of load is acting, dead load is acting on the beam? Due to its own weight and slab also it is UDL, uniformly distributed load, right? So for every 1 meter length of the beam, so and so load is acting. So like how many loads are being seen here? 5 point loads, 3. So it is a combination of, it is a system of how many loads? 5 point loads, 3. Three. Already in the engine mechanics, you have seen when you come across a system of forces which are having parallel forces, parallel to each other, same magnitude, then the equivalent of all these is the summation of all these forces. इनके सबका बराबरी करने वाला रिजल्टेंट फोर्स की वैल्यू कितनी है? पूर्ण के समेशन 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 3 plus 3 like that. But you need not go like that. 5 3s are there. Your total load is 3 into 5 is equal to 15 kilonewtons. What is your total load? 15, and it will be acting exactly at the center. Please keep in mind this load is capital W. Capital W means total UDL. And what is this small w? Intensity of UDL. There is a difference between small w and capital W, and it is no doubt your capital W is equal to small w into L. यानी जितनी भी लंबाई है आपकी लेंथ L into small w मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो you will get your total load. So finally what I want to say is the equivalent load or the resultant load of the given UDL is nothing but whatever the length is given UDL into intensity of the load. That's it. Is it clear? Yes. So if I take the problem now based on this concept of the UDL, let us say this is W per meter, and let us say the span is L. First of all, I should know my RA and RB values. It is before that, before calculating RA and RB, whenever you come across UDL, जब भी आपको UDL आता है, तो मेरा सजेशन है आपको पहले उसका रिजल्टेंट डिनोट करो, पहले उसका इक्विवेलेंट फोर्स को डिनोट करो. आप सबको पता है 1 मीटर के लिए W है तो स्पैन इज L. L के लिए W इंटू L ना, तो एग्जैक्टली इट विल एक्ट at the center. Capital W is equal to small w into L. Let us say this is C. C is equal to L by 2, L by 2. Am I right here? So only one UDL is there. I have converted that UDL into total load. Keep in mind, capital W is called as total UDL, uniformly distributed load, and small w is called as intensity of UDL. Please keep in mind, the total UDL unit is kilonewtons. Why? Because W into L na, W की unit kilonewton per meter है, into meter. Total load will be kilonewton and your intensity of the load will be kilonewton per meter. Don't get confused. So the relation between the total load and the intensity of the load is total load is equal to intensity of the UDL into span, not span, into the length for which the UDL is acting. जितना भी act कर रहा है उस span को multiply कर लीजिए. Is it clear? Now let us start working this problem. Just now I told you capital W is equal to WL. Now please tell me what type of load is this? This is a symmetrical load. Keep in mind please. reactions to, if you want to calculate the reactions, please first of all you check whether the load is a symmetrical load or not. What is meant by symmetrical load? Symmetrical load means simply you divide the total beam into two halves, two equal halves, L by 2, this is like this, L by 2. If the right side is the mirror image of left side, means whatever loads are acting on the left half is similar to the loads acting on the right half, then you can say that the system is a symmetrical system. Yani the loading system is a symmetrical system. Whether there are 1000 loads starting from single load. Single load, if you start from single load, what is the example? This is one example. Another is you take the point loads acting at the center. Not only point load, if I take 2 point loads, load should be same and the support distance should be same from the either distance. In between, whatever can be distance, whatever the leftward portion is there, that will be the middle. What is the condition? Loads, if there are 2 point loads, the 2 point load should be of same magnitude at equal distance from the supports, two supports. तभी आप बोल सकते हैं कि ये symmetrical load है. मान लीजिए 3 loads है. If there are 3 loads, how can I say that it is symmetrical load? 1, 2, 3. First load, last load should be same. And in between load, whatever magnitude you want to take, you can take. You take it as 5W, no problem. It can be of any magnitude, but extreme left, extreme right should be of the same magnitude. And the distance from here to here, if it is small a, from the right side also it should be small a. And the other condition is, in between the load should also be same. It can be 2A, 2A. If it is 3A, 3A. भाई just देखिए आप, अगर दो हिस्सों में बराबर आप काट के देखते हैं बीम को, तो लेफ्ट हाफ में जैसी लोड्स की प्लेसिंग है, जैसे लोड्स रखा गया है, उसी तरह राइट साइड भी राइट सपोर्ट से अगर रखा गया है, तब आप बोल सकते हैं कि इसको सिंपल में इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? मिरर इमेज. आईना में रख के देखेंगे तो उल्टा दिखेगा ना आपसे. तो इफ द लेफ्ट हाफ इज द मिरर इमेज ऑफ द राइट हाफ, देन यू कैन से दैट द लोडिंग इज ए सिमेट्रिकल. नाउ आई विल टेल यू what is the main advantage of a symmetrical load. Like for a symmetrical load, you need not use algebraic sum of moments about any point is equal to 0 for finding the reactions. Directly the support reactions value is whatever the total load is acting on the beam divided by 2. That's it. आप टाइम वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है इक्विलिब्रियम इक्वेशंस यूज करने. जैसा कि अब अपने प्रॉब्लम में पूरे स्पैन पे यूडीएल है, टोटल इज यूडीएल. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज द टोटल लोड एक्टिंग? डब्ल्यूएल, स्मॉल डब्ल्यू इनटू एल. इट इज एक्टिंग एट द सेंटर, इट्स एग्जैक्टली एट द सेंटर. नाउ द ड्यूटी ऑफ द सपोर्ट्स इज to equally share the load. Whatever the load is acting on the beam at the center, right support should take the 50% and left support should take the 50%. No quarreling between the two supports. झगड़ा नहीं करना है, दोनों बराबर से बांट लेना है लोड को. आ रही बात समझ में? तो आर ए आर बी आसानी होती है अपने को सिमेट्रिकल लोड रहा तो सिंपली यू कैन राइट आर ए इज इक्वल टू आर बी इज इक्वल टू टोटल लोड बाय 2. So this is equal to total load is small w into L by 2. Am I right? Or sometimes in the competitive exams he'll confuse you. क्या बोलता है प्रॉब्लम में, competitive exam में? A simply supported beam of span 5 meters. A simply supported beam of span 5 meters is acted upon by a total load, total UDL of 10 kilonewtons बोल के बोलेगा. क्या बोल के बोलेगा? Please carefully listen to my sentence. A simply supported beam of span 5 meters is acted upon by a total UDL of 10 kilonewtons, not per meter. इंटेंसिटी नहीं दिया इन्हें, जो भी दिया कैपिटल डब्ल्यू दिया आपको, जो भी दिया कैपिटल डब्ल्यू दिया है आपको. तो आपसे पूछा जा रहा है मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स इज डैश. Already I told you maximum support, maximum shear force is nothing but maximum of the support reactions. But both the reactions are same here. What is the total load acting here? Don't multiply this 10 with 5 here. Why? Because already it is a total load. Don't multiply. It is only 10 kilonewtons here. If this is in kilonewton per meter, then you multiply. Just to confuse, if I am the examiner, definitely I will give the question like this. Immediately what you people will do? UDL load is given, span is given. Sir told actually to multiply this load with the span. But those are not the wordings. Huh? What I am saying, see the presentation here. Total UDL is so many kilonewtons, not per meter, not intensity. So your duty is to show 10 kilonewtons here. Right? Total UDL. This is capital W, what he has given in the problem. So this fellow 50%, this fellow 50%, 5 kilonewtons, 5 kilonewtons. So your, what is the answer? Maximum shear force is 5 kilonewtons. In the multiple choice, various values will be given, 10 will be given, 5 will be given. And what he will do is, 10 into 5, 50, na? He will give 25 also in the multiple choice. By mistake. So immediately what you will think? W into L by 2. Already Sir told us that it means whenever there is an UDL, the maximum support reaction, total load is WL. So ये support reaction is WL by 2. When you have to do that? When intensity is given. अगर उन्हें total load दे दिया तो तब आप डायरेक्ट करिए. कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है यहाँ पे. Don't get confused. So what is the support reaction here? WL by 2. So WL by 2. Now your answer is maximum shear force is WL by 2. But now you have to draw the shear force diagram and as well as the bending moment diagram for this. So this is a general case. No numerical values are given here. So जब भी general case आता है, अगर वो सिमेट्रिकल लोड है तो आपकी जिम्मेदारी बनती है, इट इज योर ड्यूटी टू टेक सम सेक्शन बिफोर द सेंटर एट ए डिस्टेंस x लाइक दिस. टेक वन सेक्शन हियर एट व्हाट डिस्टेंस x. दिस इज WL by 2. दिस इज WL by 2 and UDL here is W per meter. Am I right? Just I have taken one piece, one part I have taken from the left support at a distance of x. Same UDL is running up to B na. So general equation I am writing. Listen here. What is the support reaction? WL by 2. And in between A and x, what is the load? For 1 meter it is W. What is the length? X meters. How much? W into x na? So you show that W into x at the center. WX कहां पे एक्ट होगा वो? X by 2. Is my explanations clear? Just to decide how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram, whether I have to draw the linear diagram or I have to draw the parabolic diagram, that will depend on the variable na, x का power 1 आएगा तो your equation is linear. Diagram is linear. If the x to the power of if it is 2, it is second degree parabola. और x cube आ गया तो cubic parabola. तो वो डिसाइड करने के लिए हमने जनरल इक्वेशन को लिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे. अब आप ही बताइए. Now tell me, if I write the shear force at xx, what is the shear force at xx? If I start from the right side, कहां से शुरू करा मैं पीस? लेफ्ट साइड से शुरू करा ना. तो now tell me what is the shear force at xx? How many forces are there? How many forces are there here? Is it clear or not? आ रहा समझ में नहीं? This one or previous one? See, what is this? This is an UDL throughout the span. लोड कैसा है यहाँ पे? लेफ्ट हैंड पे शुरू करके राइट हैंड तक चले जा रहा है पे UDL. तो आई नीड टू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम ना हियर. शेयर फोर्स डायग्राम, आई हैव टू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम. डायग्राम डालने के लिए जनरल इक्वेशन चाहिए आपको. हाउ इट इज वेरिंग? If you know the general equation, you can substitute the x values. At x is equal to 0, A. At x is equal to L by 2, center. At x is equal to L, support B. I need the general equation ना. तो for the general equation I have to take one small segment of the beam. एक छोटा सा हिस्सा लेना पड़ेगा. कहां से? सेंटर से पहले ले लो एक्स डिस्टेंस. तो इसका फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम क्या हो गया? Support reaction is WL/2. This is XX. UDL is there. At what distance I have taken? X. What is wrong in choosing the part of the diagram? आपको चुनना पड़ेगा part of the section. You have to choose and you have to select that and you have to write the general equation there. Based on that equation, you have to substitute the values. No other alternative for this. Why? Because partly I will be drawing straight line and partly I will be drawing parabolic. You should know how it is varying. कैसे तब्दीली हो रहा है shear force की तब्दीली का रकम कैसा है, क्या स्ट्रेट लाइन में है या पैराबोलिक है. उसी तरह बेंडिंग मोमेंट का भी स्ट्रेट लाइन है या पैराबोलिक है. Is this clear? Separately I have drawn this piece here. I have taken one small section, I have drawn, I have separated this from the total system and I have drawn here. Now already WL/2 is there. What is the intensity of the load? W per meter. Means for 1 meter the load is W. For a distance of X, how much will be the load? W into X. Where it will act? At the center of X it will act. It is very easy. From here it is X/2. From the right side also it is X/2. Now tell me, how many loads are there on the system? No, only two. Upward load WL/2, downward load WX. Only two loads are there. If I write the shear force at XX, I have started from left side. LUP rule, left side upward is positive, downward will be negative ना. तो शुरुआत यहां से करिए. Left side upward positive, WL/2. Proceed further. You are getting a downward load minus W into X. Any other load? No. और कोई लोड नहीं है. अब आप ही बताइए. Now you can decide what is the power you are seeing for the X here? 1. So it is concluded that, it is assured that, it is finalized that the variation of the shear force, यानी shear force की तब्दीली from left support to right support, it is straight line. Ups or down, whatever is there, you have to draw it in a straight line fashion. First of all, let us find out the values. What are the values we are going to get? तो अब इस इक्वेशन से आपको shear force कैलकुलेट करने में बहुत आसानी है. कहां कहां पे चाहिए आपको shear force? एक A के पास चाहिए, एक सेंटर के पास चाहिए और एक लास्ट B के पास. तो अब from where you have started the section? From the left support, the X has started from the left support. X is equal to 0 means A. X is equal to L/2 means C. X is equal to L बोले तो B. लिमिट्स है ना X के. भाई ये X कहां से शुरू करें आप? X ये से शुरू करें आप, ये से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं आप. तो X is equal to 0 का मतलब क्या है? A. X is equal to L/2 बोले तो C है. X is equal to L बोले तो B है पॉइंट ना. तो आपके सामने ये जनरल इक्वेशन है. You have this general equation. Now one by one you calculate shear force at A. बोले तो put X is equal to 0. 0 सब्स्टिट्यूट करना चाहिए ना. तो अगर इसमें 0 सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे आपका आंसर आएगा WL/2. This is 0. Next, shear force at C. Put X is equal to L/2. This is equal to WL/2 minus WL/2, 0. See how easy it is to calculate the shear force by getting the general equation. At the last point, shear force at B. Put X is equal to L. That is equal to WL/2 minus WL. That is equal to minus WL/2. Is it clear? Now you see how easy to draw the shear force diagram after getting these values. If I draw the diagram here, below the A, below the C, below the B, draw a reference line. A, C and B. What is the shear force at A? Plus WL/2 na? हाइट WL/2, C के पास 0, B के पास माइनस WL/2 ना, am I right? अब इन पॉइंटों को कैसे जोड़ू मैं? पावर इज 1 ना, स्ट्राइट लाइन. This is the shear. See the difference between the shear force for the point loads and the UDL. कैसा आया देखिए आपको shear force diagram? इससे क्या पता लग रहा है? Maximum shear force is at the supports ना, WL/2. Maximum shear force is WL/2. And you are getting your shear force value at the C as 0. Now you indicate this is your SFD. Is it clear for all of you? Just to know how to join these points, whether to join these points with a straight line or whether to join these by curve, I should know the general equation. Since the power for the x is 1, that's why the variation is a straight line. Is it clear how I have drawn the shear force diagram from A to B via C point here? Is it clear? So in a similar way, let us write, as you have written the general shear force equation, we have to write the general bending moment equation also. You draw the same section here. Already it was there earlier. Once again I am repeating. Don't consider that it is at C. This is X, W per meter. So what is the center equivalent load? W into X. At what distance it was from X by 2, na?
Yes, sir.
Support reaction is WL/2. Now please tell me, what is the bending moment at XX? First load WL/2 into X. मैं यहां पे कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूं ना बेंडिंग मोमेंट. तो लोड इंटू डिस्टेंस, क्लॉकवाइज पॉजिटिव, ये WX is downward minus WX into X/2 ना. Am I right? So this is equal to WL/2 into X minus WX square by 2. ये देखिए पावर क्या आ रहा है बेंडिंग मोमेंट में. What is the power you are getting for the variable? 2 means the diagram should be second degree parabola. Many times in the competitive exam it was asked, the variation of the shear force diagram for UDL is linear, parabolic, cubic parabola, none. I'm saying about shear force. You should answer at a straight line or linear. When the question is the variation of bending moment is dash, for an UDL means linear, second degree parabola, cubic parabola, none. Second degree parabola, x को power 2 है ना यहाँ पे. These are all objective questions. Definitely if you open any objective book, you'll find these questions. So unless it is clear in your theory here, you can't answer to the questions where the objective types are asked. Right? Is it clear? Now it is confirmed that the variation of the bending moment diagram is a second degree parabola and you are getting the x as power 2. You keep this in, put it in a box. This is MXX, general equation. Now wherever you want to calculate, you calculate the bending moment. कहाँ पे चाहिए आपको bending moment? A पे चाहिए, C पे चाहिए और B पे चाहिए ना? Very simple. Number 1, bending moment at A. Put x is equal to 0. Right? Am I right or not? Put x is equal to 0 in this equation. Here 0, here 0. You all know that at a simple support the bending moment is 0.
Yes, sir.
Next, number 2, bending moment at C. Put x is equal to L/2 na. So you substitute there WL/2 into L/2 minus W/2 into L square by 4. L/2 whole square na. WL square by 4 minus WL square by 8. The answer is WL square by 8. दोनों का डिफरेंस क्या आएगा? पॉजिटिव वैल्यू WL square by 8. What is this? This is the bending moment at C. And you all know the bending moment at B is 0. I can prove that. How? Third point is bending moment at B. Anyhow, it is 0. But for your satisfaction, put x is equal to L in this equation. So, क्या आएगा WL square by 2 minus WL square by 2. Is it not 0? Have proved or not? Why you people are keeping silent? I don't know. This is the general equation. Put x is equal to 0 means A. Put x is equal to L by 2 means center. Put x is equal to L means at the last. तो A और B के पास 0 आ गया और C के पास it is WL square by 8. So, and you all know that the variation is a parabola, second degree parabola. Reference line A, C, B, 0, 0. This height is WL square by 8. These are the 3 points. 1, 2, 3. But how to join from 1 to 2? First point, second point, third point. Parabola. I can't draw a straight line as you have drawn for the point loads. Once again, same similar parabola. This is your bending moment diagram with total positive. Is it clear for all of you? So, like we have seen how the shear force was drawn for the UDL and as well as for the bending moment in a simply supported beam. Video on.